Congratulations, Fabiano. What an emotional finish that was. Your thoughts on the game and what happened at the very end? Let's start from there.
Yeah, well, I was kind of shocked. I thought he was surviving suddenly after rook d5. And then I saw this trick with f4. I don't know if it's winning or not after f4, but I saw this, that it's very tempting. What he goes for at knight c3 is a bit of a surprise at the end. I thought maybe rook d4 after bishop c7, but it's also I can take on d8, take on d2. Like in the worst case, it's very safe.
Christian, would you be able to show those moves?
I have it, yes.
Queen takes c7, queen takes d5, queen f4 check is a draw.
g3, queen f...
Knight g3, h5. G3, queen e4.
We'll bring on our board as soon as we can so that we can show the moves to our viewers as well. Let's take a look at what you mentioned,
With
Fabi.
telling me to where to look, I could figure that out.
Queen takes c7, queen takes f4, knight to g3, and apparently any
H5.
move just sitting and waiting seems to be.
No, actually, I thought
seems to be a
g3
draw.
was winning, but queen takes e4. But okay, I didn't see any chance besides f4, and I didn't want to get down to seconds. I thought in that case it's just a lottery.
It was apparently winning after queen to a6 or bishop f6. These are the
Bishop
only
f6,
two
queen
moves.
d7, I didn't see the continuation. I mean, he's playing d2 next, like, I need... d2? Oh, wait, what?
Wild stuff. Forget about it.
Okay.
Forget about it.
Okay, that's nice.
Yes.
That's very nice, yeah.
This is never
No,
going
it's
to
possible
happen.
to find that, I think, because there is the mate on... I mean, the theme of mate on a8 is definitely... Queen a6, king b8, I don't see the...
I think queen a6 must be a bit easier to find than that.
I don't...
Craziness.
Why is this easier? d2?
d2 and bishop f2, you go for the mate.
I don't know if this is easier. So
Yeah.
allow the...
What is the mate?
Yeah, I also don't see the mate.
Let's see. So queen a6, bishop g3,
d2, bishop f2, d1.
d1.
Oh, I pick
queen.
up the rook. I have bishop a7, bishop d4, and then I pick up the rook on d5.
How?
and then I guess I win.
How do you do it?
Oh, sorry, queen h, and you pick up the
I
rook.
pick up the rook, and then he has to go to c8 back. It's only move, and I guess
Oh, now queen 8 and knight
Knight
c5 or knight
c5,
f6. No,
and-
knight c5.
Oh my
king
goodness.
e7 and queen e4.
Queen e4.
And
yeah.
king f7, queen f5.
Queen
Or-
e6 and knight d7.
Okay, yeah. Probably at this point, there's a few ways.
Yeah.
I think, Christian, your easier way was the hardest possible way.
Yes. No, f4. I don't blame you for playing f4. And of course, this
Besides, he
moment,
must have had
d1.
20 seconds. So
Yeah,
f4 is a very good.
Yeah, he
as
had-
good as anything else.
He was down to his seconds. Of course, the time control is deciding these games most of the time.
Yeah.
I thought, like, no, before the round, I wasn't thinking at all about winning the tournament. Sverre even asked me, like, and I said, of course, I'm not thinking about winning the tournament. It's impossible. But then I saw Magnus was losing, and when I was starting to get very serious winning chances, I started thinking, like, maybe by some miracle I'll...
Yeah.
But Magnus somehow survived, although it looked like he was almost checkmating in the end. So I
He missed a clear win.
He was winning.
Okay.
He was winning.
He was losing
Did you see
and
the
then
position
winning
when king
both.
g4 happened?
No, I just saw when he, like, at the start when he was just queen, and I assumed the
No,
24.
later there was a detail where black plays f5. And the
Yeah,
two
no,
knights are giving mate and whatever.
I didn't see any of that.
Yeah, a spectacular game also. I mean, even with the computer, we couldn't understand any of the lines it was giving because you're drowned in these knights.
Was it an easy win at any point for White?
I will show you.
White
I will,
had a fairly
I will get it
simple plan,
down the board.
but not a win.
It's winning the final position.
Let me see if
I
I
thought
can
it's like
find.
close to mate here.
It was right about this time.
f5,
f5.
F5?
and it's over. Because of knight c3.
Yeah, if you... The only issue is like considering the move at all. If you consider it, then I guess you can find the rest, but to consider the move is...
Fabi, I do have to ask you, this was a wild ride for you. 5 decisive games out of 10. That's quite a few. How are you feeling right now at the end of the event, finishing on such a strong note?
Well, of course, I'll start to think about all the chances I missed at some point. But yeah, I just had these 2 bad days. One very unnecessary, and one where I kind of lost all my energy and played a pretty poor defensive game against Magnus. I feel like there were various moments when I could have probably held it without too much difficulty, and also not lost it so quickly once it was very difficult. Of course, ending on a win does feel good, but there were just so many missed opportunities. It was like half the games. I probably could have won like 8 out of 10 games if I look at my chances, well, not against Hikaru and not against Magnus, but the rest I was like maybe just winning every single game at some point. So anyway, +1, I guess, isn't a bad result if I don't look at any of the positions I had.
You
And-
were the one.
Go
Sorry,
ahead.
Christian, but I was just looking at how you started the tournament as world number 5, and then you shoot it up all the way to world number 3. You are the one who gains the most rating in the tournament. How does that make you feel?
I don't know. I don't think too much about this. I mean, my rating was much higher earlier in the year, of course. I had a pretty poor year so far, I think. I lost a lot of games. I wasn't winning many games for a long time. I was going winless for like a long period. So, like, it slowly started to get a bit better. This is very up and down, this tournament. I can't say my quality was like great until the game against Arjun. So there were definitely bright moments. I consider it like overall positive. But yeah, with a lot of negative too.
With a lot of negative too, but gaining lots of rating. And overall, second place. Oh, I think we need to congratulate you on being the runner-up and almost winning the tournament in the final moments. Had Magnus Carlsen lost his game, you would be now the champion. What a final day this has been. And Magnus Carlsen still needs to play his Armageddon game. So we will take a short break before the Armageddon begins. But congratulations to you, Fabi, on taking second place and for all the incredible games that you brought on today. Heartbreak for Gukesh, but congratulations, Fabi. That was quite the finish.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Congrats on your recovery.
Thanks.
Congrats.